We're going to quickly change gears and now talk about Earth's modern atmosphere here in Video Lecture 1.5. I insert the word modern because this is actually the fourth generation of Earth's atmosphere that's existed over the history of Earth being around. What is our atmosphere? Our atmosphere is a collection of gases that surround Earth. For the most part, when we think about it, we think of it as air. Air is odorless, colorless, tasteless, for the most part, and formless. And where we are at the bottom of the atmosphere, it's blended so thoroughly that it essentially acts as a single one gas. Key also is the fact that our atmosphere is held in place by gravity. If it wasn't for gravity, our atmosphere would just be floating away. And so our atmosphere is held in place by gravity, very important. Further, our atmosphere filters out a lot of the harmful solar radiation. So for us here on Earth's surface, the atmosphere does a good job of filtering out harmful radiation. We think of this for you biologists. Think of it as a cell membrane. The atmosphere protects us down here on Earth's surface, very much like a cell membrane protects the creamy nougat inside that cell membrane. Going back to what we talked about beforehand, those gamma, those X, those ultraviolet rays, they're filtered out, thankfully, by our atmosphere. And if this wasn't the case, we'd be all walking around in space gear. And so that's why when people go outside of Earth and go up into outer space or the moon, they're all wearing all that gear because the atmosphere isn't above them to protect them. Further, the atmosphere reduces temperature extremes between day and night. And one of the examples to showcase is go to the moon. The moon, they don't have an atmosphere. We know this because if you see any pictures from anyone on the moon, you see nothing but a black sky. If you look at the highest temperature ever recorded on the moon, it's 224 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the highest temperature ever recorded on the moon. But at night, the coolest temperature ever recorded on the moon was negative 243 degrees Fahrenheit. And so that right there shows the temperature extremes that are present on a place that's very, fairly the same distance from the sun that doesn't have an atmosphere. And so our atmosphere helps to reduce the temperature extremes between day and night. This is an image that was shot by an astronaut on their way out of here. And what they did was they took a photo, and it really shows the entire atmosphere. And one of the things that's clearly shown here is you have these distinct layers, these distinct different colored layers that also correspond to different layers of the atmosphere. So let's go figure out, well, what's the deal with them? The different levels of the atmosphere can be characterized based on three different criteria. First off, composition, what it's made of, temperature, and then finally function, what's its purpose.